Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? Conan Sundown, because today we're going to be talking about obsessive Star Wars fans. Let's give a slight montage to get you in the mood. I'm going to do some force to do it. Star Wars is one of the biggest franchises on the planet, with multiple movies and TV shows bringing in billions of dollars every year. There's hardly anyone on planet Earth who hasn't seen or at least heard of it in some kind of capacity. It's bigger than Jesus. It has to be. It has to be bigger than God. As with anything this popular, there are millions of diehard fans who revolve their entire lives around it. Obsessive, diehard fandoms like this are very few and far between at this level, right? What's a comparable one? Harry Potter, maybe?
Yeah, Harry Potter.
But Harry Potter it's nowhere near as big as
Dune fans.
Dune? Now, most franchises have small sections of devoted fans, but there's something different about the compulsive and erratic behaviors of Star Wars lovers that outdoes every other franchise. Many not only love watching the movies, but want to live in them, even if it means shelling out thousands of dollars to do so. And this obsession can range from hoarding expensive memorabilia to wanting to get married to fictional characters. You see where we're going with this video? For a lot of fans, the line between reality and fiction is heavily blurred. So, today, we're gonna look at the most extreme Star Wars fans to see how insane it can truly get. Let's ride. You know that your obsession with a piece of media has gone too far when you decide to force it on your children by naming them after fictional characters. That's a big no-no. Because there's also, in the world, there's usually a lexicon of like, all right, this name is kind of off limits now. Hitler, Jesus, we got Jesus, but there's the thing over it, so now it's that. You have got to assume Osama.
You can't name someone like fuckhead or like a slur. Like if you named your child the N-word.
Yeah, but that probably wasn't. Okay. I'm talking about people. It's okay. But also, you don't want to name your kid fucking Obi-Wan.
Maybe I do. That's a sick name.
You think so?
Yeah.
Obi-Wan, and he works at a cheese factory in the Midwest.
I'm gonna name my daughter Khaleesi.
Khaleesi. Who was the bald-headed chick in the cartoon show that had the double lightsabers? Remember that in the Clone Wars cartoon? She was cool. That's what I'm gonna name my son.
Your son.
Because I don't give a fuck. A 14-year-old boy took to the internet to rant about how his Star Wars-obsessed parents caused him to be mercilessly bullied at school for naming him Anakin Skywalker, which is just cruel. The full thing?
Yeah.
Skywalker included? Goddamn. Ready for first grade you are. Dude, that kid, that's prime for picking too. Fucking hitting that kid in the face. Dude, use the force to tell me to stop. I don't even like the movies that much. You would have to resent the movies. You'd have to fucking hate them.
You'd have to hate your parents too.
Do you think he became a Trekkie just to piss him off?
I think he hates all sci-fi.
I like to think that he's like a diehard Star Trek fan. He's just like, I'd like to call myself Kirk, actually. They're like, no! Instead of having him take his family's surname, they replaced it entirely to reference their favorite franchise. He's not even a part of the family.
I was gonna say
I'm Todd Johnson, this is Lisa Johnson, and this is Anakin Skywalker. Oh, that is psychological damage, is it not? Good Lord. He recalls being forced to watch it with them growing up, admitting that he always thought that they were boring. Anakin joined the school's football team and was constantly the butt of jokes, often being told to use the force by his teammates. That'd piss me off. At what age can you legally change your name? Like 18?
18, yeah.
At age 18, I would change my name to my dad.
There you
That
go.
could be taken in a different way. All right, hold on. That off the cuff, we didn't hear that. His own coach wouldn't come to his aid either, urging him not to go all dark side with them.
I would kill myself.
I would actually, that would be the way that I get back at my parents. I'd kill myself. I would lay down in their bed, I'd put a fucking gun up to my chin, I'd blow my brains out in their bed.
And then my note would just say, "May the force be with you." Always.
How are we gonna stop the Sith now? He would tell his parents about the way he was being treated, but they insisted that they were just jealous of his unique name. Dude, they're just jealous. Your name's fucking Anakin Skywalker, man.
I'd be pissed because be like, how unoriginal are you?
Not even how unoriginal, but also you have to live up to that name too.
You have to be the savior.
So if you're like a guy and you're like a C average student, you think Anakin Skywalker's a fucking C average student, you know? Kind of morbidly obese, has like little boy titties, whatever, sitting there and he's just like, I don't feel bad. It's an eating disorder. This is turning a pretty very dark. Poor Anakin. Do you know what probably fucking happens? He goes insane and he puts fucking googly eyes on his like lampshade. I love you, C-3PO. I love you, C-3PO. Talk to me.
R2.
Right? Yeah, it's in the fucking trash cans. R2. Beep, boop. Boop, 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 boop.
He's cutting off the heads of his dolls.
His dad's just like, He's cutting out the head of dolls and he's like skinning every cat. All right, he skinned the last cat. Okay, that's the 4th cat this month. I think the Jedi have something against cats.
I'm just getting rid of the womp rats, Dad.
That's that though, because the dad would just be like, "That's awesome." That is so cool. Kid has a Honda Civic. He paints it yellow and puts 2 trash cans on the side of it to look like that
Speeder, yeah.
or whatever. It looked like that spaceship from the first movie. And he's just like, "Have a good day at school, son." And he like purposely like runs over a dog. My dad! Look, I got another womp rat! Dad's like, "You did, son. You did." Hey, just wanted to take a quick second to thank our favorite sponsor that we do on this channel, Gamer Subs, and give them a shout out because we have the best flavor they've ever put out. Are you low on energy? Do you like tasty beverages? Then consider getting raw meat right now. If we get enough of these bad boys in your hands, we get to put them in cans and put them in stores, making it easier, colder, crispier, more tasty for you to consume. And oh baby, is it good. Also, does your dick get hard over anime girls? We got shakers for that. Hey, shake the shaker like you do your cock and let it explode in your mouth. The flavor's awesome. Which one am I talking about? You decide. Thank you, Gamer Subs, for sponsoring this channel. And be sure to use this promo code. And be sure to tell them I sent you. And support Gamer Subs because they fucking rule and they support this channel more than fucking anyone. Thank you. Back to the video. Some adults change their name willingly, but it can lead to unforeseen issues.
Laura Matthews
Officially added Skywalker as her middle name, thinking it'd be a silly way to honor her love for the character. This ended up biting her in the ass when her passport application was denied for including a trademark name. The whole debacle resulted in her missing her entire trip to Amsterdam. Get absolutely fucking owned, bitch. Are you kidding me? What a slam dunk. What if the guy's actually just like, "This is cringe and gay. We'll not allow you in this country." Is that the Amsterdam accent? You want to smoke weed and go to red light district to get your pussy wet? Not this time, girl. Not with Star Wars name like that because he's gay and cringe. Denied.
It's almost a Russian accent, but
Yeah, it works. Amsterdam, that kind of something. Whatever. We're close to it, right? On the globe? Come on.
yeah.
There are countless cases of people changing their names to Star Wars characters. One superfan, Luke Skywalker, formerly Luke K, from England, has amassed an insane Star Wars collection throughout his life. His memorabilia ranged from his life-size replicas to rare, limited edition products worth upwards of £1 million. Sadly, he had to sell off a warehouse of products after losing his job, as well as needing to replace his van after it blew up. They're like, it's gonna cost $17,000 to replace this. He's like, "Chewie, we shouldn't have sent it to Lightspeed." You hit a pedestrian girl on the sidewalk. You're going to prison.
Uh-oh. What is it? Punch it? What was it?
Punch it, Chewie. You think he hired like a 7-foot-tall mongoloid man? Punch it, Chewie. Oh, he doesn't do the thing right. He just starts dead spraying down the road.
That'd be horrifying.
That would be, thank God. That man would get gunned down immediately. What is that monster? These collections can be quite impressive, taking an entire lifetime to build up. Some fans grow attached to the Star Wars Funko Pops and make it their goal to collect every single one available. It's a smart goal to have. Every Star Wars Funko. Oh my.
Good thing they're going out of business. Gotta buy 'em
Oh,
up.
good thing? Really, Nick?
Oh, sorry.
That's someone's life you're talking about. Vintage figures from the 80s and 90s are currently listed on eBay for staggering prices. A complete set, for example, is set at around $27,000. Not everyone had to resort to selling off their collection. People like Steve Sansweet have created entire museums from collections that are open to the public. Rancho Obi-Wan sells out tours to people who want to look through a world record holding collection that took over 40 years to put together. Sadly, Steve faced a devastating loss in 2017 when more than 100 rare items worth over $200,000 were stolen by a collector and friend named Carl Edward Cunningham, who turned himself in and was released on a $25,000 bond. I will say, I like collecting stuff like that. If you have that much stuff that you make like a little museum and you get to like, granted he's selling tickets, but still, I think that's kind of cool. You make a little room, because it's a bad, I mean, to be fair, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan or whatever, but it's fucking insane. Like the guy has obviously put his heart and soul into this thing. Why do you think I feel positive towards that, but then I hear about the guy named Luke Skywalker, 7 foot tall, I don't know, Chinese friend who's doing the Chewbacca accent. Why do I not have sympathy for him? Why is that? Why do you think that is?
I don't know, because he also had $1 million worth of product. Supposedly. Who's grading the $1 million?
Well, you know, actually, it probably is like literally graded and stuff, which also, even the Luke Skywalker guy, it's not that he's doing anything wrong. I think that when I hear this and a guy is just like, I want to share it with other people.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe makes it feel more,
It's a public exhibit.
where you're just like, oh, that's fun. You get to go and you get to like see things you would never, versus I feel like a lot of the times when you hear about collections, collections and it feels so is that it's a guy just being like, mine.
Hoarding dragons.
Mine. It's all mine. Don't look at it. So I don't know.
He's Jabba the Hutt.
Which I just want to say, disclaimer in the middle of the video. Should have put this at the beginning. You can like whatever the fuck you want to like, all right? This is us just palling around. We're goofing around. The amount of shit that I collect, not pointing the finger, I understand. I get it as a collector too, all right? Anyways, of course, as you'd expect, not all Star Wars collectors respond well to having their collections threatened. Because why would you? Why would you like that? I'm going to steal that. Okay.
Go right ahead.
Actually, you know what? Go ahead. Chewie, let him in. I wish I knew more. I don't really know a lot of Star Wars references. I'm trying to like pull some out and I'm like, Han Solo. Ricky LaDouche.
Latouche.
Oh, yeah, let's keep it douche. Ricky LaDouche, a 30-year-old collector, was in an argument with his wife, Porn Pillai. Ricky LaDouche is married to a woman named Porn Pillai. I might be saying this wrong, sorry. Srissery. Porn Pillai Srissery. Am I casting black magic? I don't know. Is this what the Sith is? Is Palpatine up to this? Anyways, that led to her lash out by smashing his Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader figurines. That seems excessive. What are we doing? Fortnite, what are you doing? Leave little Ricky LaDouche alone. She also had threatened to leave him and go back to Thailand. Oh, buddy. I know what he did one summer. I gotta hop over. In response, Ricky suffocated her to death.
Oh my god!
Oh, God, okay. All right, whoa, okay. Okay. All right, I did not see that coming. Holy shit! We are done joking around. Oh my God. In response, Ricky suffocated her to death and was ordered to serve at least 12 years in prison.
Did a little force choke on her.
What if he thought, but see, that's the thing. What if there's a mental illness guy where he's doing this? In his mind, he's like this. But he's actually...
I mean, I still think if you're in your mind, you're choking someone with the force. So either way.
Oh man, that curveball. I did not. Wow. Let her go back to Thailand.
Yeah. Well, can't let her.
Why?
She broke his shit.
Oh, so do you think that he killed her because she broke the
Yeah.
figurines?
You've never had like your sibling break something you loved and you just wanted to force choke him?
You killed one of your siblings?
I remember one time I was actually just talking to my brother about this. He turned off my computer playing World of Warcraft. So then I turned his computer off and he was working on a project. So then he grabbed my laptop and smashed it on the ground. So then I grabbed his video camera and smashed it on the ground.
And your dad came in. Oh, I can't wait to replace all this. You kids are awesome. I'm gonna go hang myself in the garage.
The sad thing was it was my camera as well. So I just all my shit was
that
broken.
is sad, huh? No, you want to actually know the most tragic part of that story? And seriously try to contain your tears? It was my camera. It's no secret that cosplay is a big part of the Star Wars fandom. People get extremely elaborate with the cosplay, with some going viral for their creativity. It is really cool. I have a lot of respect for like people that know how to fabricate cosplay stuff. It's actually fucking super impressive. My favorite ones are the guys who do like the giant Warhammer suits and they walk around.
Oh, yeah.
Those are sick.
You think someone's done General Grievous, like his 6
Oh,
arms?
they had to. He's such a popular character. You'd have to say I think like every character in Star Wars has been cosplayed a billion times, I would assume. But Grievous, I bet you there's some sick ones out there.
Yeah.
What people can do with just like styrofoam and just knowing how to like paint things to look distressed and stuff, it's incredible. Really cool. Others dress up their dogs and even their horses in custom made outfits, like prop maker Michael Corey from Indiana, who spent 700 hours crafting an AT-AT suit for his Clydesdale horse, and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, look at that.
That is sick. On a Clydesdale too. That's huge. That is so sick. I would be hard pressed to not like set up some mini figurines and do like a photo shoot. How sick is that? There are even OnlyFans models who do we have links? There are even OnlyFans models who specifically cater to Star Wars fans by taking steamy pics in stormtrooper helmets and other related apparel. One model, who is the self-described Boba Fetish, should have been Booba. Posts all sorts of casual and intense content in a Mandalorian helmet. All right, I like how he said intense content. What does that mean? You want to see a lightsaber go up your asshole? It's $5. That's kind of a nice price. See, that's a new sideshow carnival attraction thing.
Oh, like a plastic one? Yeah. I thought you meant a real one.
There is no real lightsaber, Nick. Can you imagine the thing turns on? She's dead. Uh-oh, and it's a green lightsaber too. Well, there you go. That crystal's meant for knowledge or something. I don't know. All the colors mean something different.
Yeah,
Did
the
you know
type
that?
of crystals, yeah.
Except Samuel Jackson was just like, nah,
I want purple.
nah, George, I want purple. How badass is that? I like how George's like, okay.
Good guys are green and blue, bad guys are red. That's just the way it works.
No purple left?
You might get purple.
All right, Sam, whatever you say, man. I want a purple lightsaber. Purple is like the fucking coolest one.
I want a rainbow one, like an RGB, like my computer.
Yeah, it's a razor.
Yeah.
It's a razor lightsaber. This thing is the tits. It has the, what are those keycaps? Like the, they're called like creamy clicks. It's like a satisfying ASMR click of a fucking,
yeah.
I don't know, but it's like one of those clicking it. Turning on.
Oh, the switch, yeah.
The switches.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it Razor? Is that one thing? Or
Yeah.
Kraken? What is this?
That's a Naga. No, that's Razer.
That's Razor.
Yeah.
We're saying all kinds of like.
There's a Naga
spirits here.
mouse for World of Warcraft. Has like a bunch of buttons on the side.
Oh, what are all the buttons used for?
Macros.
It doesn't matter. That's not what this video is about. We need to stop doing that in these videos. Having an intense passion for something can sometimes become problematic in a relationship. Some couples suffer because one half cannot cope with the fact that their partner doesn't care about Star Wars in the same way they do, which is true. It's basically being in like a religious relationship. If you go to church every Sunday and your partner's just like, I don't believe in that, that's going to cause friction. And that's I would say this is similar. You don't want to watch Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back. You don't want to watch it. She's like, you watch it every Sunday. Okay, so you're a bitch. One 39-year-old woman explains how her boyfriend claims it's an embarrassment that she has not yet seen any of the movies, which also, if your partner ever speaks to you that way, you leave. You're gone. It is embarrassing that you haven't seen one. She's like, what could I possibly be missing out on? Okay, I didn't just hear that. I did not just hear that. There are some cases where two Star Wars nerds come together and everything works out well. One couple went viral for replacing their wedding dance with a choreographed lightsaber duel. Let me be honest. If your kid and their partner did that, would you be sitting off on the side like...
Am I paying for this wedding?
Well, yes. How about in this situation? Yes.
I wouldn't show up.
Really? Wow.
I'd be like, this is cringe. I'd be like this.
You'd just be cringing the whole time. I guess I wouldn't care. If I knew my kid was nerdy or whatever, I wouldn't give a shit. Even though I'd be like, dude, this is, you're like fucking 21. You grew up on what? The fucking Force Awakens? Like, real word? That moved you that much? If you were back in like 1983 and I can't, like my life was changed when I watched the first movies, whatever, I could see it.
What if my life changed during Rise of Skywalker?
I would legitimately be like, what was compelling about it? Back then, people were like, I did not know you could do that in a movie. Like, it makes sense, right? And then you're enamored with the world and the kind of like spaghetti Western kind of like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And those people grew up who had kids who had the new trilogy and, so on and so forth. But the trilogies get worse each time. Whatever happened to the Squid Games? That Korean guy, he was starring in a Star Wars show, right? People hated
the
it.
Acolyte got canceled.
Oh,
It's too woke for them.
it was too woke for the mouse. Yeah. Why isn't he saying the N-word? They don't have that word in the Star Wars universe, Mickey. Make him say the N-word. Make him call women. Disney Plus presents The Acolyte Season 2. I'm gonna get you. And then the trailer cuts. Fall 2020. Well, admittedly cringe, they kept it as a small part of an otherwise standard wedding. But come on.
The video's pretty.
It's also, hey, it's my day.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give a shit. If I wanted to dress up as like a barbarian and sword fight with somebody, if it's my day, it's my day.
What if they made you participate? Like, what if they
I would not make people. If you force people to participate, that's where I'm like, you do it, and then people have to sit and just be like, okay, and that's what they're doing. But if everyone's like, everyone get up and pretend you're shooting lasers at us, so they can like pretend to be deflecting them, I would say no. That's where once again I would go back to my thing of like,
come on, Grandpa.
yeah, look at my grandson. I should have just had him watch Wolf on Wall Street like 700 or 800 times. That would have fixed his brain right up. Many others have fully embraced their love for the franchise by having fully themed wedding ceremonies on May 4th, aka Star Wars Day. You get it? May the 4th be with you. Almost blacked out. Complete with full costume attire, one couple had Darth Vader officiate the wedding and Baby Yoda as the ring bearer.
That is cute. That's pretty cute.
That is a thing where I would legitimately pay for people to have a suicide watch. Guy in the deal, he sees like Baby Yoda like float by with a ring. Oh, it kind of tackles him. It's a Roman Catholic wedding too. You're like, oh, it's like 6 more hours. Oh, I don't care. Send me to hell. Send me to hell. This is the best case scenario for a Star Wars superfan, as many fans have greatly strained their relationships over their desire to have a hardcore Star Wars themed wedding. Really got to test the relationship there. To be fair, if you can get through a Star Wars wedding as a non-Star Wars fan, you're gonna be fine. That's a lifelong relationship for sure. Do you care if Baby Yoda comes down the aisle? And we have cranes under people's seats. So when he's going through, the puppet's like this, and then people's seats start lifting up. Whoa! Honey, you seeing this? Like she doesn't know what's going on. One Groomzilla discusses his frustration over the fact that his fiance has no interest in any of his Star Wars related wedding ideas. Because this man, along with his family and friends, have been watching the Star Wars movies on repeat their entire lives. He states that it seemed obvious that the wedding would be themed around it. Today's about me, baby, not you. That being said, his fiance has zero interest, being a girly girl that doesn't care about the franchise in any capacity. A girly girl. I am a woman. I'm an adult woman. Hello.
I heard the Force is female, so.
Yeah, the Force is female. That's right. The Force is female. Even so, he would pitch his many ideas to her, like serving alcoholic blue milk drinks, hiring stormtroopers to party on the dance floor, and giving Jedi robes to his groomsmen.
Actually, that'd be sick to have all of them in.
You can't just keep saying it's everything's sick, dude. Are you a big Star Wars fan?
I used to. Then.
Uh-oh, what happened?
I think I grew out of it.
You don't grow out of Star Wars, though.
I love Star Wars. Even like the prequels.
The newest movies?
No, I hate the sequels. The first one's fine, but.
Oh, so it goes original, prequel, sequel.
Yes.
Okay. All of these ideas were shot down, with her claiming anything Star Wars related at the wedding would be embarrassing in front of everyone we know. That's a reasonable reaction. Everyone on the post chastised him for seeming to care more about his Star Wars fantasy than celebrating the love between him and his future wife. Also, seems pretty reasonable.
I think it's a double standard though, because if she wanted a Star Wars wedding, the guy would have to oblige.
That is true. There's probably online discourse as well to bully you into being like, you can't just indulge in this one fantasy for her.
Yeah.
We gotta watch out. We're getting kind of based here. I think it's just the idea of like one party not wanting something and you're complaining about it. What's funny is it's ironic is that this is a union. So one person being like, I'm not getting my way. It's like, it's just not, we're coming together.
I mean, he's being selfish to being like, I want to throw an entire Star Wars wedding. It's just like.
I mean, there could be a thing where it's like, could we have just one element to where you're like, I mean, it's not egregious.
Here's the compromise. On the wedding cake, the groomsman is in Star Wars robes.
That seems fine. Who's gonna know? And then that's like a little thing where it's also, it's a little something. Do I have to have a full choreographed Star Wars fight? No. Do you think there's a world too where there's like a tasteful, it's a suit that is in the style? Like your Disney bounding.
Yeah, exactly.
If you did something like that where you're like, oh, it's kind of that. And then even on the after party, you can clip on a fucking lightsaber to your belt or something, dude.
You bring the robes out after the ceremony.
Yeah, then after, to me, also, that's another thing. If it's after the ceremony, then yeah, granted, once again, do I want stormtroopers breakdancing on my dance floor? No, but could you and your friends get the robes? Why not? But to be fair, her saying it's an embarrassment in front of everybody too, that's kind of harsh. Like, it's our friends. They know that I like this still. Also, why are my friends judging me so much? Are they my friends or not? I don't know.
Yeah, am I an embarrassment to you?
We're gonna love each other forever, right? Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna get married on Tatooine in the desert. That's where my wedding. Gonna invite everybody out to the Gobi Desert.
Hey, would you guys go to the Gobi Desert? Go to the Gobi Desert. When is it? August? Everyone's just like dehydrated. One man, while unmarried in real life, found himself falling desperately in love with Lana Beniko from Star Wars or the Old Republic. Pretty sure it's a video game. He admits to marrying this character with 3 different characters and even recorded her most endearing moments in the game in order to rewatch them whenever he wanted. That's sad. That's like the guy who married the guy who married the VR thing. It's like some actual Blade Runner shit. I have to fight the Sith. He's like, I'll be gone too long. He's consumed as much lore as possible for Lana and hums her theme song throughout the day, admitting that the song gives him a feeling of ecstasy. I would hate to be his coworker. He's like has like a boner the whole time. The water cooler by him. This is where we start to get into more fascinating side of Star Wars obsession. It's one thing to collect some memorabilia and dress up for a Halloween party, but it seems like some people are truly desperate to live in the world of Star Wars. There's even a full-on Star Wars religion called Jediism, based on the beliefs of the Jedi from the franchise. What started as a silly email campaign in 2001, it turned into a legitimate system of beliefs for a large group of people. Some people will pay good money to be immersed in the world of Star Wars, to the point where they are reduced to tears after stepping into Disney's Galaxy Edge and seeing the Millennium Falcon Falcon for the first time. Oh my God. Which I will say, we've been there. It is impressive. That whole area, whoever designed all that shit did a good job. I remember even I was like, God, like when I was standing by the Millennium Falcon, I was like, God damn, it's fucking huge. It's crazy. There's people that go to Savvy's workshop and customize their own lightsaber to become one with the Force. People gladly spend over $220 to take it home with them, which I will say, I know that it's become, everybody knows about it now. But when that first came out, people were like, oh my God. And that's fun. If you're a big Star Wars guy, get to go there because I think you get to customize your own lightsaber and stuff. If you're at the theme park, why not indulge? You know what I mean? Why the not? It's your money too. I fucking work for this money. Unless you're like a Nepo baby scum. I'm looking at you. There's like one guy. People's obsession with lightsabers can go far beyond an immersive theme park attraction. Superfans show off massive replica lightsaber collections online worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Because there are a ton of people. There's also some people that have like insane screen used ones. When it comes to movie memorabilia and stuff, I like that shit. If anything's been, this is screen used, whatever, how sick is that? I don't give a what movie it is. Even someone's like, these are the jeans that Robert Pattinson wore in Twilight. I'm like, damn. Just was down your waist, not expected. I like that shit. I don't know. To further immerse themselves in the world of Star Wars, fans have geared up in the custom Star Wars attire to engage in some LARPing. Fan clubs like Galaxy Awaits hold multi-day LARPing events in Seattle where people deck themselves out in Star Wars costumes and put themselves into an interactive story with missions and light touch combat using foam swords and dart blasters. It's awesome. You can also register to play as an NPC to help push the story along for everyone. The proceeds from the event are donated to Seattle Children's Hospital as well as local food banks. So a nice little cringe LARPing session turns into a nice community drive. That's nice. I'd be the NPC. I'd love to throw a wrench in the whole operation. So guys just like, where's this thing? What's it to you? Not make it easy. They're gonna have to work for the information is what I mean. I want to be, I don't give a fuck about fight with the foam stuff. I just want to act like I'm like working on a thing. I'm busy. What do you want? Oh yeah, I've heard of them. What's in it for me? What if I actually get money out of that? They actually give me like 20 human dollars. Well, that means nothing to you, right? That's Earth money.
I want credits.
Chewie, he's a tough cookie to crack.
Chewie.
Chewie! Come on! Some colleges have their own saber dueling groups, that's too much, where those who rank up within the program are rewarded during knighting ceremonies that take place in the middle of the campus. That's a red flag. Not on the campus. Go somewhere else. Go to a fucking Kohl's parking lot to do it, dude. Also, I never understood, they take the fake lightsabers and they tap their shoulders with it. Wouldn't you be like, ah, ah! You wouldn't actually touch it with it, would you?
I think with the Padawans, they burn your little thing off.
They cut your rat tail off. They take out a fucking Bowie knife. Cut your hair. He has Darth Maul contacts in. Welcome. You're never gonna leave here again. Thank you, Master. LARPing and lightsabers are not intense enough for some fans. They need something that truly tests their physical abilities, which is where we're introduced to the little thing called Ludosport. Ludosport lightsaber combat was founded by 3 Italian men in the basement of a local church, which they dubbed the Crypt. Since 2006, the Ludosport founding masters created and promoted a sport that has taken the world by storm. With 59 academies worldwide, 22 of them are located in Italy alone. God damn, that has to be around the same time Revenge of the Sith came out, so they definitely saw the lightsaber fight and they're like, we have got to do that. Yeah. The rules of Ludosport are super strict and everyone in the discipline will make sure you adhere to them. Each fighter has 3 different weapons to choose from: the long saber, the dual short saber, or the double-ended saber. Each weapon must be within specific length and weight limits for it to be accepted by tournament play. Just like other replica lightsabers, Ludosport's gear can be extremely expensive, ranging anywhere from $200 to $500 per lightsaber. And most of the money is just for the hilt and doesn't include the light up part of the saber, which don't even get me started on that. Once you have selected your weapon, now you must choose your fighting style. Within Ludosport, there are 7 different fighting style forms, and all new fighters begin at Form 1 called Balanced. If you choose to continue your Ludosport journey, you will climb the form ladder and eventually learn all 7 forms. All forms are made to equal each other so that one doesn't become overpowered, of course. Despite being equal, many fighters choose to mix and match different forms to try and outdo their opponents. Ludosport has hundreds of tournaments held each year across the globe where competitors fight to be dubbed either champion in the area or champion in style, depending on what form they use. Even with the massive growth of the sport, the competition remains close to its grassroots, and most of the events are held in the local churches or in school gymnasiums. I like how they try to sell that. That's what they're selling it as. We try to stay on our roots. It's like, we don't want to get too big. Sure. In an interview, two-time world champion Lorenzo Fario, known as Lork, discussed the amount of work it took to become a champion. He talked about watching film of his opponent's attack moves and practicing at all various sparring gyms. Knowing that it takes a lot of hard work, many Ludosport masters look forward to the day when they can win a tournament and have their trophy and name listed in the Hall of Fame. Which I gotta say, that's kind of cool. An actual physical sport like that, that's kind of sick. Also, I bet it is fucking hard. Like, how much hand-eye coordination and it's kind of cool. Would you do it?
No.
Like, not even to humor it at all. No. Like, you're just exhausted. Think about it. No.
That's what I was. I was like, I don't.
Yeah, we're all right. With the culture of combat, some Star Wars fans fully believe that they can use attacks and powers from movies in real life to solve their problems. We're going there. For some, it can lead to dangerous Star Wars fan interactions. In a small town in Pennsylvania, two police officers were parked on patrol when out of nowhere, a red Ford Escape backed into their patrol car. Startled by the collision, both parties got out of the vehicles, but before officers could speak, the clearly drunken man put his hand out and said, "There is no problems here." He believed he could use Jedi mind trick to stop the police from arresting him. Police reports indicate that the man's speech was heavily slurred and his breath and vehicle reeked of alcohol, leading to his arrest and charge for a DUI. I think that's not even a Star Wars fan. That was just a drunk guy at a bar and they had Star Wars playing. He's like,
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
"No way. Are you serious right now? Whoa. You will let me leave without paying my tab." All Star Wars fans are serious about the movies. For them, hearing spoilers can create absolute chaos. Arthur Roy was excited to see the new Star Wars Force Awakens and did his best to try and avoid spoilers. But it all went wrong when a close friend spoiled the plot of the movie, and this sent Arthur into a bloodthirsty rage. To be fair, that would piss you off though, right?
If it's your friend too, that's the thing. It's like, you know, I like
Well,
Star
exactly.
Wars.
It would be different if it's like he was in the grocery store and he heard some guy talking about it versus like, you know, this motherfucker's wanting to see it. It was definitely a play by his friend just to fucking ruin it for him.
He's like, I saw it before him, so I'm gonna
spoil it. I don't give a yeah. As soon as it happened, he went to Facebook and posted a picture of him holding a Colt 1911 handgun, making a direct mention to his friend in the post. A friend notified the police, fearing the author might come to school the next day and shoot him. When he showed up, police immediately took him into custody for felony suspicion of assault with a weapon. His bond was set at $10,000.
I'm gonna kill you. This is my blaster.
Chewie, make sure the gun's loaded tomorrow. Pretty much. Another superfan lost their cool inside the movie theater, this time at another moviegoer who made the grave mistake of checking his phone during the screening. Joe Bond and his wife were excited to watch the Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. It had been the first time they went out on a formal date since the birth of their second child. Who cares? As the opening credits began, Joe discreetly pulled out his phone in order to make sure that the text he received wasn't an emergency from the babysitter. The agitated Star Wars fan saw this and immediately lost his cool. He turned and started screaming, "Turn your phones off!
Turn your phones off!
Turn your phones off!
Turn your phones off!
Use your fucking hands!
Use your fucking hands!
Welcome to the 21st century!
Welcome to the 21st century!
I waited a goddamn year to see this so some asshole could turn his phone on next to me!
I waited a goddamn year to turn his phone on next to me!
The situation escalated to the point where the angry fan punched Joe in the face, causing other people in the theater to boo him out of the room. Brutal. When the police arrived, they couldn't make an arrest because the man had already fled the scene. To this day, he has yet to be identified. And after he saw the movie too, I bet he was like, that wasn't worth it.
Yeah, that was not worth it.
Star Wars as a franchise has gotten so big that we're starting to see more and more people whose love for this is downright bizarre, which happens with any fandom. It's not like everyone in the Star Wars community engages in this sort of behavior, and even if they were, I suppose it's not really hurting anyone, right? Just a thing that they like. It's okay to really like something, but just make sure to come back to reality every now and again, all right? After all, if you're throwing away loving relationships over the fact that they don't like the same billion-dollar franchise as you, it may be time to take a good look in the mirror because something's clearly wrong. Guys, we hope to see you in the next one, and may the 4th be with you. Bye-bye. Tell him, Chewie. Yeah, that just happened.